Okay, yeah, so I just had to delete the video because in the description I was given was right, but it was sounding wrong, so I don't want to mislead anybody in what I was saying for the orientation for these pistons. What I said in the end was correct, but the way I said the intake was, it wouldn't make any fucking sense. The way I was saying it, you would think, wait a minute, well, that's the way it's supposed to be, so... I want to be 100% clear when I was talking this, it's supposed to be an instructional type thing. I don't want to say anything in the video that could end up in resulting with people asking me a whole bunch of questions. And because I know people don't generally read comments, because a lot of people don't even finish videos, I have to remake the whole fucking thing. So here we are remaking it. Alright, so the Suzuki Vitara pistons, or the Vitara pistons aren't just like a piston with a random ass weird name. It gets its name from the engine it originally comes from, and that is the Suzuki Vitara. It comes from the engine that goes into Vitara made by Suzuki. Alright, so now the question I got was from Chase Barber, I want to say. He was asking about I'm just gonna say he was pretty much asking me if he has to rotate the rod so that way it would face in the right direction. And I'm not sure exactly why he asked that in that question for that video. Maybe that was the only video in the build that he saw, and he didn't see the whole thing. So, but to answer it, because it does kind of deserve its own question, I will do that now. So what I said before was fucked up when I said that the timing size the engine is a straight 4, so the timing side is up front next to where the radiator would be, and the intake is on this side instead of this side for engines that are usually like a straight like that. So what I said was, is if you turn that engine and put it into a Honda engine bay, the intake would be on the back and the timing would be on the side, which is different from what it was supposed to be. And the problem was what I said, the intake being on the back is not normal. That is not true. The intake is supposed to be on the back of the engine for the Hondas. The difference between the Honda engine and the Vitara is that the timing sides are different. Instead of being on this, or I guess because it's mirror image here, instead of being on the driver's side of the timing side is on the opposite end. So the Vitara pistons point towards timing just like all arrows point towards timing, but it's pointing in the wrong direction. Now, the importance of this is twofold. The reason why it's important that you put those reversed in the Honda engine is because intake sides on a piston, the valve reliefs are bigger than the exhaust side. So you want the proper dish you want the dish in the proper orientation. So you're going to not restrict airflow. And secondly, if you do put them in facing towards Honda timing, not only will you have the dishes in the wrong place, that also is the issue. That's what causes people to have piston slap. If you've read them on those old ass forums where people say Vitaras cause piston slap, that's the reason why. So the proper orientation is towards the transmission. But no, that doesn't mean you turn the rod. It just means the rod goes in the same way it normally would, with the notches being on the intake side, but the piston goes the different way. Alright, so I managed to do that faster than the other one. Anyway, so shout out to this guy, Chase Barber. If you stuck around long enough to see this pop up. If you ask a question in the comments, I don't get to you, and it's been more than 24 hours, it's probably because I'm already working on a video response. So congratulations to Mr. Chase. You got yourself a video response instead of just a comment back. Alright, so that's it. My bad for the blunder for the couple of you guys that already watched it. And peace. Thanks for watching.